Yeah, but I'm not limited to that.
Yes, you are.
Because
You are
someone's
limited.
that
You are
today
limited.
doesn't
You are
mean they're
limited.
going to be
Let me
that
let you know.
tomorrow.
Let me let you know a secret. Let me let you in on a real heart. You are limited. You're limited by your education. You're limited by your skill set, and you're
No,
limited by.
I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not.
listen. I
I
don't care.
reject that.
You are
I
limited. You
reject
are.
that.
This is why. This watch it. Watch it, people. Watch it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Because now I've tripped off the black girl ego, and now she's gonna be the strong, independent. I don't need no. I can do whatever. That's the trick. See, they tap into their survival instinct and their pride to make them do stupid shit like this.
Hello? Wow, I got.
Hello?
Hi.
How are you? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I
My
am
cousin. Huh?
okay. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, my cousin actually told me to join the show, so
Okay.
I finally did.
All right. Well, hold the phone steady. What do you have to say about the things I've said tonight?
For me, I don't mind. I feel like people should be with who they want to be with.
Okay. Are you married or are you single?
I'm going through a divorce.
Okay. How long were you guys married?
We've been together 6 years, married 2.
Any children?
Yeah,
Um,
1.
one together?
Yeah.
Why
No,
you?
just 1 all together. Yeah.
But you have the child was born before the marriage or after or during the marriage?
Before.
Why are you guys getting divorced?
Uh, it's just stressful. It seemed like once I had the baby, he kind of pushed me away. I thought the marriage would make us closer, and it didn't.
Who filed for divorce?
He did, but I've been asking.
What do you mean? He filed, but you've been asking?
Yeah.
Did you guys try any kind of couples therapy or counseling?
He said he wants to try. He said he wants to fight for his family, but I know he's not happy too.
Okay.
So.
What about you?
Huh?
What about you? Do you want to? Are you just done with it?
I kind of want a break. I mean,
Okay. So you're how old? 31?
yeah.
You have 1 child.
Yep.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you finish college?
Yes.
What's your degree in?
Fashion merchandising.
Oh, so you broke.
Hmm?
Huh?
Yes. Fashion merchandising.
Uh-huh.
And my husband is he's a system analyst.
What's your career?
Stay-at-home mom.
So you broke. Like I said, so you broke.
No.
Yeah, you broke. Fashion merchandising is broke. I'm an image consultant.
Wow.
I'm an image consultant, remember? I'm an image consultant.
Yes, no. It's,
You
I
broke.
need to work
You
because
broke. You broke. Okay, you broke. Okay, once you are no longer married, you have to go out into the world. You have to go out into the world and work.
yeah, and I don't mind working. I actually
What
just
what
got
what are
a
you gonna?
job.
But what are you gonna? But what do you think? My point is not to be funny, but I'm from the fashion and style side. Okay,
Yes.
what state do you live in?
Massachusetts.
Okay, what do you think? What do you think you'll be earning at the height of your career?
I don't have to just do fashion. There's other things that I
I
can do.
said, what do you think you'll be earning at the height of your career? I didn't say just fashion.
Um, I don't know. I feel like I could make up to, I don't know, 60 or right now. Um, I've always worked
At
though.
the height
Like,
of your career, okay, I'm just trying to ask a
well,
simple,
right now, I don't
but
know.
okay, but you need to know. See, hold on, you need to know all these things because now you're going to be a single woman.
Yeah.
At the height of your career, $60,000 is what you think you can make?
Well, right now, like, I
There's
think
no
I
right.
would be
Okay,
fine.
ma'am, it's not like you're going to go back and get Okay. It's not trick questions. And money is finite.
Yes.
I know the fashion business very well, and most people are broke. $60,000 at the height of your career is the top. That means you have to work your way up to it. Let me give you an example. A single woman making $50,000 a year from age 25 to 65, and she gets a 3% cost of living adjustment every year to rise with inflation, means her money stays the same. And that woman is single and has no children. Okay, we got that? $50,000 for 40 years of working. 40 years of working, she makes $50,000 a year. And she saves $200 a month over that entire 40 years. That woman has a life expectancy of 85 years old. So from 65 to 85, when mandatory retirement happens, she can't work anymore, there's no more money, there's nothing. She's going to have a $750,000 hole she's going in her retirement. That means she's going to run out of money before life is over. What happens when the money runs out?
Well, nowadays I feel like there's so many like opportunities where
What
people
happens
don't
when
have
the
to be.
money? That's not nowadays.
Okay.
You're 65 years old, no jobs. There's not nowadays. I don't know why we seem to think. Where do you go and see people 65 years old or older working in mass? You don't. So when the money runs out, what happens?
Mm. Well, um, that wouldn't be my scenario.
No,
So,
no, 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 no. See, no. That's not what I asked you. Do you come from wealth? Is
um,
your family rich?
huh?
Is your family rich? Do you have millions set to the side already? No. So what happens when the money runs out for anybody? See, when women start wanting to answer questions, it's because they don't like the answer. What happens when the money runs out for anybody, man?
You figure something out.
No, you don't figure anything out. When the money's over, how do you figure something out if you can't earn any more money?
You find a job.
Okay, I'm trying to be polite, man, but over 65, there are no jobs. You're ready to retirement. See, what I'm trying to show you guys is women really have a hard time conceptualizing when there are no options. They always feel like there's a way out. It's called, if you run out of money in this country and there's no way to make more money, where do you go? Where do you live? Where? How do you pay your bills? How do you get groceries? This isn't a trick question, man. Where do you live?
I guess then you're homeless.
Thank you.
Scenario.
Thank you. So as a 31-year-old woman with a degree in fashion merchandising, you and I both know that you don't get rich doing that. You're going to be making average money with a child. The scenario I gave you was a woman making $50,000 and no child and saving money. You'll have less than that. So I want you to tell me how stressful your marriage is. See, today women think that they can women think they can I'll just divorce and be happy. And I'll just work. Do you realize the largest growing segment of homeless people are women and children? You're not rich. You don't have a high paying career. I say the same thing to every woman. And why am I looking at you? And it's like, do you not believe this is real?
No, I'm listening to you.
But you say that wouldn't be your scenario. Why wouldn't it be your scenario?
Well, my my soon-to-be ex would still help us.
Not when you're not after his child is out. See, why would he help you? His child, your child is how old?
4, 4.
Yeah, after your child is 18, he ain't gonna help you.
Well, obviously not. Like, I would figure something
Ma'am,
out by
okay,
then.
ma'am, what can you figure out if you're like everybody, if you're like average women who is making $60,000, and that's twice as much as the average black woman makes in this country? Why do you keep saying you can figure something out? If 65
Before,
is mandatory retirement, where are you going to go work to where you could earn a lot of money at 65?
well, before then, I would probably go back to school. I would figure out a plan with my child, daycare. I don't know. Oh, my rabbit.
So, okay. So, you have a degree in fashion merchandising. What's your plan on how to make enough money to cover two incomes and retire safely? What's your plan?
Well, um, right now, I would find a job, and
Mhm.
also my husband would help.
No, no, ma'am. He's not going to be your husband. Why would a man you're divorcing pay your French toast bills? Will he still going to have access to your vagina? But you should still have access to his money. I'm not joking, ma'am. I'm being deadly serious. And this is another woman, a black woman, who's talking about being married is stressful. So you think it's going to be less stressful to be a single mother out there making average money, working paycheck to paycheck, never getting ahead? What you gonna leave to your daughter? If you don't have enough money to live on from 65 to 85, the answers are you'll either be homeless or you'll be a burden on your child. So my question is, as an adult, is this how we're supposed to be living our lives? I'm not happy. It's too hard. And I'm just asking you very basic, simple life and family planning stuff. And you've got no answer. But what we do know is you got a degree in fashion merchandising. Do you have any student loan debt?
Yes.
Over $10,000?
Um, yes.
Over $20,000?
No.
Okay. So, ma'am, have you thought about any of these things?
Yes, I have thought about those things.
So why is it easier? Why do you think it would be preferable to go through life as a divorced woman, doing it all by yourself, when at least 4 times in this conversation you have said you can rely on your ex-husband? Why does that make sense to you?
Uh, it doesn't make sense. You're completely right. It does not make sense. It makes
So,
me
hmm?
think about things in a different way. It's not, yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of you ladies just think relationships like you're still in high school, like it's not real. So when I asked why you guys are getting a divorce, you said he filed, but you asked for it because it's stressful. So what if he decides, what if your ex-husband got married and had another kid, then anything you talk about him giving any additional money, he'd be paying child support at best, and that would be it. So the question is, are you going to have a career? You've been a stay-at-home mom, right?
Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
All right. So you're going to go from being a stay-at-home mom, where your husband's paying all the bills, right?
Yes.
You're choosing to go out here and have to be a working single mother, a working unmarried mother, working divorced mother, a single mother. To get out here and have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning to get your dog or kid ready to go to school, to get out here and commute to work, to get out here and work for $20, $25, $30 an hour, maybe. To do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Your daughter gets home. You got to get her home. Sit down, look over her homework, cook a meal, get her ready to go to bed. 9 o'clock, 9:30, she's in bed. Then you got to be in bed by 11 o'clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's no social life. There's no dating at 31 with a kid. The best you're going to have sex with somebody. There's no glamorous life. There's no, I'm going to be fashion merchandising and moving up the corporate chain and having a glamorous career. Retail jobs are dead. If you don't know that, I'm telling you, the retail sector died prior to coronavirus. The only thing that some life support. So when's the last time you actually worked a 40-hour week?
Well, I worked before I had my daughter like 5 years ago, but I always did like side
things. So you haven't worked a full-time job in over 5 years.
Yeah.
So basically, you are a minimum wage worker.
Not necessarily.
Okay, okay. With all due respect, man, fashion merchandising degree, where are you going to go work?
Well, my degree is not only in fashion, it's in business as well. So I can do other things.
But your resume says what it says.
But you can always find a job. Like if you put yourself out there.
A job. And jobs aren't careers. I come from the retail side. These people work hourly. They don't have benefits.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go work? Where are some industries you think you can go work in?
Well, I just got a job right now, so
where?
I'm actually working as a secretary.
A secretary?
Yeah.
Is it part-time or full-time?
It's a full-time job.
How much are you making an hour?
I don't want to disclose that.
Right. Right. We all know how much secretaries make. You're making less than $50,000 a year. If you're making 35, you're lucky. I do this in real life, man. I'm not trying to be funny.
No,
what I'm trying to show you is you think you have lived in a bubble as a housewife, and whatever your problems are, I suggest you take a deep, hard look at what the world is going to be like when you're out there working as a secretary. Because that's all you really qualified to do, secretary or entry-level retail. There are people who are working in Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenue right now who have fashion merchandising degrees and 4-year degrees, and they are working at the fragrance counter. Do you live in a home, a house, or an apartment?
Well, we live in an apartment now. We were going to look for a home, but
my point is, after your divorce, you would be in an apartment. Do you own a car?
We have one car.
Okay, so you don't own a car.
Yeah.
So you would be living in an apartment and you haven't worked in over 5 years. Ma'am, do you hear how far behind you are?
I don't think that's behind. Like, being a mother is a huge responsibility.
Financially
And
behind, ma'am, I don't care how big a responsibility it is. That doesn't matter. When you go to put a lease in an apartment, they don't care about any of that. They want to know, are you making 2.5 times the rent? Can you prove that you have the income verification to get this apartment? That's all they care about. And the credit. They don't care about your fucking life story or mine.
of
When it's time to
course.
go get a car, you're either gonna buy it in cash or you're gonna have to put it in credit and get it on credit. They don't care about your soul. You got to pay.
So,
And I'm giving you a reality check of what is just what's the very, very tip of what's waiting for you. And this is preferable over staying with your husband?
huh?
And you prefer to do this than stay with your husband? Because even if you did get it going, if somehow you were able to get an apartment and you were able to get a car, it's not gonna be any luxury, it'll be even reliable transportation. What comes next? Is there gonna ever be another man? Do you want any more kids? Do you want any more children?
I kind of want to go back to school and just focus on my career. Like,
Thank you, folks. When I tell you, when Black women run out of ideas, the first place they will run is back to school. I said it so many times. It's not. You guys knew that was coming. When we run out of options and life gets hard, they run back to school. School is like the home base. It's the safe place. Remember when you played tag, the home base, or where you couldn't be tagged at school?
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go into student loan debt to go back to school, to focus on your career in what?
Yeah. But I would,
Your career in what? Your career in what?
I was thinking about going to school for psychology.
One of the seven deadly careers: communication, psychology, sociology, criminal justice.
But
All
it's
the
how you
seven.
market yourself too. You can't just box everyone in like one little, because that's what you, obviously there's a max that people can make, but there's always that exception. If you're willing to work
Probability.
hard
Black
and put
women
yourself
believe
out there.
Black women believe more in possibility versus probability. You're hearing it all, folks. You're seeing it all happen in real time. The special snowflake, the not all, the know-all, not all, the dislike of generalizations, the possibility over probability. This is a pathology.
Execute Order 66.
This is a programmed pathology in our community. This is the reason you guys we see this over and over again, because this is how our women have been taught to think. Get out of relationships because they're too hard, and then go back to school because school is a big building and it's prestigious. The school is like husband. School and job replace man. But you got to go pay. You'd rather go pay to be in school to get a degree in psychology to do what?
Well, I always wanted to be a social worker to help people.
You can't help yourself.
That's not true.
Ma'am, rewind this conversation.
I can help myself. I'm not disabled. I can find a way, just like many other women have.
Many other women, Jesus Christ. You can't, I swear to God, you can't make this up. The aggrandizement and the arrogance of women. The average black woman in this country makes, what is it, $28,000 a year. Man, you're a secretary.
Yeah, but I'm not limited to that.
Yes,
Just
you are. You
because
are
someone's
limited.
that
You are
today
limited. You
doesn't
are
mean they're
limited.
going to be
Let me
that
let you.
tomorrow.
Let me let you in on a secret. Let me let you in on a real heart. You are limited. You're limited by your education. You're limited by your skill set, and you're
No,
limited by.
I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not.
listen. I
I
don't care.
reject
You
that.
are
I
limited. You are.
reject that.
This is why. This watch it. Watch it, people. Watch it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Because now I've tripped off the black girl ego, and now she's going to be the strong, independent. I don't need no. I can do whatever. That's the trick. See, they tap into their survival instinct and their pride to make them do stupid shit like this. We're all limited, ma'am. We're all limited. You're limited by the 24 hours a day you have and the 7 days of the week. You're limited by your circumstance. You're limited by your money. You're limited by your geography. And intelligent adults understand limitations. Only children sit around talking about, well, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible. You're a 31-year-old woman with a fashion merchandising degree and working as a secretary.
It doesn't matter. At least I'm working. I'm
It
trying
doesn't
to
matter
work.
because when I asked her at the end of the day, who's going to bail you out? My ex-husband. I swear to God, people, y'all think I was doing this shit to be rude and mean, but I have to do this to expose the way our ladies think. Man, this is crazy. Your ego is fucking with you. Your pride is making you say silly shit. You're limited. Your income is limited. Do you at least acknowledge that your income today is limited?
No, I'm not going to take that in, what you're saying, because.
So your income today is unlimited.
Well, I'm not going to put myself in a box just because today I'm in this situation. Yesterday, I didn't have a job. Today, I have a job. Tomorrow,
Listen to
something
him,
else.
people. Listen to this stuff, people. And this is a mother.
Yeah, I am
What I
a
just
mother.
told you, man. What I just told
Are
you.
you a father?
Oh, yes, I am, and I'm teaching my daughter
Okay.
better than this shit right
All
here.
right.
And she watches this show too. Because, ma'am, when I just told you you're limited, people have always been limited. But now we got people who believe because they don't like facts that they can just talk and make it real. This manifest shit is fantasy. You are limited. Did they pay you $100 an hour to be a secretary? No,
I don't
because
have
there
to
is
be boxed in that.
because there is an upper limit on the hourly wage of a secretary. That's all I'm saying. You are limited. You didn't go to school and attain competency, and you have not done the work to be qualified to have higher income. So you don't have to put yourself in you don't have to put yourself in a box, but the box is where you are no matter what. You in a box.
No, that's a mindset. There's always resources and things that people can do to elevate themselves. You're not stuck. That's a mindset that you're telling people that they're stuck because they're in a situation right now. Like, no, things can change. You can make small steps and get there. My mother, she supported herself through school,
And the difference is,
and she had 3 kids.
The difference between men and women is men have to make the things happen. You ladies just manifest them. You don't even think about the stuff. All the stuff I've asked you, man, you haven't even thought about.
Yeah, this one wasn't prepared, man. Guys, before we continue with the rest of the content, I just want to check in something small. This lady was not prepared, and she didn't think of it this way that Kevin Samuel has put it across, right? Godfather, one thing about him is he can be harsh and he can still show you love. He's trying to awaken this lady to understand that, okay, if you leave your husband, this is what you're probably going to face. And breaking everything down, I think she kind of see what Kevin Samuel is saying, but the reason why she's not able to admit is the fact that, she want to protect the strong, independent black woman ego, right? So she don't want to make it look like, oh, I didn't think of it, and this man has enlighten me about what I'm about to do that is going to ruin my life or my kid's life or something like that. But the reality is, you realize that this lady did not think of it the way Kevin Samuels put it across. Because most women, they end up leaving their husbands, and after some years to come, they are in misery. And one thing that often tends to happen to black kids is the fact that when they kind of find themselves in this situation, you will realize that the son or the daughter that they've raised will now be stuck with his or her mom, because mom don't get no life, and he will feel guilty or she will feel guilty leaving mama behind, and he or she will be stuck with the mama because of her bad choices. Let's continue with the content, guys.
So you can pop that shit all you want to. Your ultimate backup plan was my ex-husband to help me.
Well, at the moment, like,
You're limited by your self-awareness too. You lack awareness.
Mm.
That's a limitation.
Mm.
And see, this is one of the biggest tricks. When you get our women in their ego, in their pride, shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right, they will commit harry-carry themselves. The average black woman's ego and pride dwarfs most men. And that's sick, because it makes you think you can do stuff that really is not capable. But just because it's possible, just because somebody somewhere did it once upon a time, when every other group of women is twice as married, if not more, because they recognize, you know what? I have this kind of education. I have this kind of level of intelligence, and this level, I got this going. This is who I am. And this is where it kind of ranks in the world. I'm going to need help in order to not have to live a hard life. I can get out here and work by myself, but I'm going to be living paycheck to paycheck, never getting ahead, never experience. It's going to be hard. But every other group of women seems to figure out, you know what, it may be better to try to stay with our men. But now I want to act like going to school. And what are they going to school for? She didn't say, I'm going to go to school to become a lawyer or a surgeon or something like that. She wants to go to school to go into debt, to get a psychology degree, to be a social worker. And social work earns what? That's what the whole program at USC was talking about. Targeting black women with a $115,000 two-year social work degree for a job that paid $48,000 a year.
Execute Order 66.
Autopilot, people. And I want you folks to understand, whether you like my methods or not, you got to realize, how you going to make it, ma'am? Don't know. Well, my ex-husband will pay. Your ex-husband will pay you? Yeah. I would leave too. I would leave too. If I said some silly shit like that, I would leave too.
Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on Kevin Samuels, the legend. Dude was fantastic. Super analytical, right? The way he analyzes his videos, the composure he has talking to these women is just out of this world. I don't know how he did it, but somehow, some way, he was able to sit down and have these conversations, difficult conversations with black women, because like it or not, the seat that he was on was a hot seat, but he had to just face it because our race is just going down drastically when it comes to marriage and relationships. So it was a hot seat, but he took it, and that is why we're supposed to be giving him the praise that he deserves. And you know what time it is when you are criticizing black women about something that, you know, other institutions want us to be in. Let me just put it that way, because like it or not, I always say this, there are institutions that don't want us to be together. So when you kind of be someone that is speaking against those things that they promote to black women, to kind of stay single, then they come in after you and all that. But Kevin Samuels did not fear that, and he stood his grounds, and he was able to pass his message across, and that's what makes him the GOAT in my eyes. Now, talking about this lady and the whole situation, I think she never thought of it that, okay, if my child turned to 13, probably this man can just cut off his support that he has been giving us. Maybe he's not going to cut it off. Maybe he might cut it off. But I don't understand. I think this man is a great man. For what this conversation has exposed is this man that this lady is talking about is a great man, because talk to me about you're about to divorce and you're still paying for rent for someone that is almost your ex. I think that says a lot about, the kind of man she's married to. And instead of her to be fighting for her marriage, she was saying this man said he is going to fight for a marriage. You are supposed to be fighting this. You are supposed to be fighting to stay in the marriage, because like it or not, this man is the one that is holding you down. And the qualifications that you got and all that cannot hold you down. So you're supposed to be the one that is fighting to just keep this relationship together. But I think she's like, damn it. And the fact that she said, oh, it's stressful. I mean, what is stressful than you being homeless at 60s? What is more stressful than that? But like we always say, they don't kind of think of things that way. They just kind of, and oftentimes the reality is women don't tend to see future. They see future just right in front of their eyes, right? They don't think of it that, oh, maybe in next 10 years, in 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. They don't think that far. They just think of maybe within a year, 6 months time or something like that. And that is a big problem when it comes to black women. They don't tend to look at things from a very long duration. They just don't. They kind of always see things just right in front of their eyes. You realize that whatever Kevin Samuel said to this lady, she kind of like, whoa, damn. So this is probably going to be my situation. It's 50-50 thing. It can turn out good and it can turn out bad. So, but to admit it, it will tell that the strong, independent black woman shit is just stupidity. So she's trying to act like, oh, I knew what I was doing and I knew what I'm still doing and I still stand by my decision. And the sad thing is this lady's raising a kid, and this kid did not choose to not be in the father's life. This woman is not doing what she's supposed to be doing for the kid, because she's supposed to fight to stay in your marriage so that your kid will have the father figure at home. But she's not doing it. And you realize that she's just, in her mind, she has confirmed that, oh, I'm divorcing this man. And I think one of the things that might be going through her head is, oh, I might find someone that is better than my husband, and that has killed the black community more than anything. Telling black women or making black women believe that, oh, there is always someone for everyone, regardless of whether you average, below average, you have reproduced or not, your looks and everything. They always want to make black women kind of believe that there are always options on the table for them. And I always say this and I'll say it again. If black women always get to know that, okay, if I leave my husband, I'm more than likely going to stay single forever, 9 out of 10 times, they wouldn't leave. But they don't tend to see things that way. They tend to see things, oh, yeah, I'm just always going to win, especially if she's a little bit beautiful. The foolishness that comes with them is just out of this world. It's out of the roof. But hey, free choices. Women have to make their choices right now. No one can dictate to them. And hey, it's life, man. Whatever she's going to face when she's 60, it's her own cup of tea. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comment section about this lady And don't forget to subscribe. Like I always say, catch you in the next episode. I'm out. Peace.